Hey, what's up? PizzaLovingNerd here. One of my favorite games of all time is Minecraft, just because there's so much to do in it. You can start a survival world and survive. You can build whatever you want in creative mode. You can play mini games on servers such as Hypixel. You can mod the crap out of the game. You can join a 9-year-old kid's server, convince them to give you admin, and then grief their server. Or you could join my new survival server linked in the description for Minecraft Java Edition 1.17. I will be streaming it for a couple of days on my second channel, Local Pizza, so check that out. Anyways, can I get Minecraft running on a PinePhone? Because that's what this video is about today. Well, let's find out. The first thing we're going to try to install is Minecraft Java Edition, which is harder said than done. The first thing I did was install Java 16 because Minecraft 1.17 requires Java 16. However, I quickly realized that I could not get Minecraft 1.17 working, so then I downgraded to Java 8. Now, let's actually go into installing Minecraft. Right now, Minecraft's launcher cannot run on ARM. However, Minecraft's legacy launcher, the one that looks like this, can technically run on ARM thanks to Java not caring what architecture you run a program on. The thing is, when you launch Minecraft, it cannot find LWJGL, which is a library that Minecraft needs to run. I tried replacing the jars in the libraries folder with the ARM versions, but that doesn't work, and I believe I'd have to decompile the jar and recompile it with the new ARM libraries, which I don't feel like learning how to do that. Believe me though, I spent quite a few hours trying to do this, and I may or may not have stayed up till 2 AM one night working on this. So the Minecraft Legacy launcher would not work. Then I made a quick ask.com search and found a port of AT launcher to the Raspberry Pi. And given that the PinePhone and the Raspberry Pi have the same architecture, I assumed that it would work on the PinePhone. So I installed Mobian because this script only works on Debian-based distros because it uses apt and it's made for Raspberry Pi OS. And the script actually installed on Mobian. But there are blank screens on launch because of a Wayland issue, and the launcher doesn't work. This seems to be an issue with X-Wayland, so if I was running this on Xorg, I think it would work, but Pizza Martin and I could not get this working. At this point, many people would have given up, but I'm not giving up in the name of YouTube, and luckily, I found instructions on how to install Multi-MC on ARM, another launcher. Back on Arch ARM, let's test this out. This does have release files, but I wanted to compile it from source just so I'd have the guaranteed newest version. And it took about an hour to compile and install, and this port only supports 1.16.1 and below, so I cannot play 1.16.5 or 1.17 on this. No big deal though, because the launcher launches, and the game actually does too. It seems to grab the ARM versions of LWJGL from Maven instead of from Mojang, so that's how it works, and good job JJTech0130, the person who made it. You are a legend. It did take forever to load, like it literally took 50 minutes to get to the title screen, and the PinePhone's battery was draining faster than it was charging, I assume because of all the CPU usage it was using. And the battery died even while plugged in before I could even get into a Minecraft world. So it's not really powerful enough to run Minecraft Java Edition that well. But what about other editions? Minecraft Bedrock is playable on Linux using MCPE launcher, which I made a video about a long time ago, link on the top right. I couldn't find any instructions for compiling MCPE launcher on ARM, and the AUR packages were x86 only. However, the Flatpak for MCPE launcher actually installed. It wouldn't launch because of a missing Wayland plugin, but this can be worked around by launching the Flatpak with -- socket equals Wayland. Now, I signed in with my Google account to get the APK, and surprisingly, the game launched and took less than a minute to load. I turned the graphics down to the lowest and loaded up a creative world, which took about 2 minutes to generate, and when the game loaded up, it ran at like 3 frames per second. But ultimately, that's impressive because I'm pretty sure this is running through an Android compatibility layer. So, should you install this? No. This is a 5-minute video, and the research for this video took me literally like 5 days. So I would not recommend this as an experience because the frame rate is slideshow territory. Like, it's more seconds per frame than frames per second. However, can you run Minecraft on the PinePhone? You can. So that's cool. That really shows what the power of Linux devices can do. I mean, of course, if you have an Android phone, you could run Minecraft Pocket Edition at, actual good frame rate. But considering that the PinePhone, most of its OSs aren't supposed to run Android apps, and the fact that I got Bedrock working in at least like 3 or 5 frames per second, that's pretty impressive. So, that's the video. I'm gonna be doing more videos where I try and run blank on the PinePhone, so comment what I should try out next. Shout out to my patrons who donated $5 or more, including Marius Scriptsguard, Pete Nostre, Jim Peter, Sam Covet, and Mitchell Vantino. See ya!